Grįžtame į mūsų DELFI TV gyvąją studiją ir turime pašnekovą, su kuriuo kalbėsime užsienio kalba, anglų kalba. Tai yra pašnekovas Maneesh Juneja, skaitmeninės sveikatos futuristas, kurio pranešimo tema lietuviškai būtų tokia: išlikti sveiku 21 amžiuje arba staying healthy in 21st century. So Maneesh, good to have you here in our studio.
Thank you.
First of all, please share the main thought behind your topic that you just represented in the hall.
The main thought is that we're going to be using more and more technology to stay healthy, but we have to focus on preserving what makes us human. So we shouldn't let the technology rule all our decisions to stay healthy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. And do you perceive technology as a necessity, or in the current times, or is it more like a helping hand? How do you see that?
So, from the perspective of staying healthy, where a lot of the work to stay healthy will happen outside of the hospital, so sitting in your chair while you're driving in your car. So hopefully these new technologies will just be this hand that helps us invisibly. We won't even realize that our Audi car is monitoring our health as we drive.
Yes.
Hopefully. But it may be that in this interim period before the technology becomes truly invisible, it's noticeable, or it requires a lot of interaction. Yes. Or actually, instead of it being just a guiding hand, you know, like I gave the example, if you're an airline pilot in the future, yeah, and the safety of a plane with 200 people depends upon you sleeping properly the night before. So what if Wizz Air or British Airways, they have access to the data from your bed, if you're an airline pilot and you work for them, and they know how much you slept and the quality of your sleep. And if they see that you slept for 1 hour the night before your flight, yeah, in the morning they just send you an SMS and say, your bed told us that you haven't slept well, yeah, don't fly today.
Don't fly, yeah.
You know? So it has the potential to have so many benefits in society, not just for us as the individual, but keeping other people safe and healthy.
What technology do you use to keep healthy and stay healthy during
that's a good question. So I use a smartwatch, and sometimes I'm constantly looking at, you know, my target. It shows me I've done 5,851 steps. Today it shows my last measured heart rate. But it also has these what I consider digital nudges, right? So yeah, it might say, you know, you're halfway towards your daily target, or it will say, oh, you had a really good sleep last night. So you have this again from my watch is pushing me with the notification into the optimum path.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's annoying. Like I said in my talk, I was in the airport coming. Yeah. And in the airport in London, as I go into the bathroom in the airport, the watch suddenly bleeps and it says, you need to be more active. You haven't met your goal by 13 minutes of being walking. I thought, this is crazy. Like, this technology is still very basic, you know?
Yeah.
It's still not smart enough to be truly useful all the time. It's useful some of the time.
Yeah, for a short period of time, yeah. How do you see I don't know, the nearest future? Should we all have like watches to show how many steps have been made, or something like this? Should we have like these devices?
I think what you're going to see is in those countries which have healthcare systems provided by the government through tax,
yes,
they're likely to be the first to say, right, currently you pay 10 euros to see the doctor, but if suddenly you get diabetes and you don't agree to wear the smartwatch that we give you, because you won't be giving us data all the time, then instead of paying 10 euros, you have to pay 100 euros to see the doctor. So I think that's the way how, you know, we will end up, some people will be forced to wear these because they won't be able to do certain things without wearing the smartwatch.
Another interesting fact behind your career, in 2014 you covered the topic, will advancing technology will make doctors unemployed.
Yes.
What was your angle on this topic?
My angle is that I believe we still need humans in healthcare, but the point is that these emerging technologies, it's changing so rapidly that once the computer can do certain things that a human doctor can do as good or better ability,
yes,
as in, what I'm saying is the doctor can be freed up to do other things which require their medical training. So, you know, there's no point a doctor that spent all these years at medical school doing paperwork or administration. So the aim is that, you know, the people obviously who will be least impacted by these changes are the surgeons, you know, like a brain surgeon.
Yes.
You can't think of an app replacing a brain surgeon today. But when it comes to just your regular family doctor, basic complaint, symptom, you have some allergy or something, then yes, potentially over the next 20, 30 years, it may be the sensor, an app and something else, an AI, can replace the family doctor for those basic things.
So we will have less doctors but better healthcare, you think, in the future?
Yes, because it's also, what I was making the point is that I was asking people, what does health mean to you? So at the moment, the healthcare system defines what health means to each of us. Maybe for you, a good health is being able to go and party every day. To somebody else, good health is that I can ride a horse. To somebody who is older, good health is I can run in the park with my grandchildren without having any pain in my leg. So I think we have to understand as well in this century what is our relationship with our health. Some people we want different, so we want, because we have different needs, we will then need different technologies perhaps.
Well, another situation is, for example, I was from my small hometown, and we have like a few doctors to serve like a lot of people, even though there's not a big town. So, for example, I have to wait for 3 hours for a basic check. So,
wow.
If we have advanced technology for simple basic needs, we could shorten the bureaucracy time, yeah?
Absolutely. So, in fact, what I was showing in my talk is that there's a shift of bringing healthcare out of the hospital into the home through all these new services. So potentially, instead of, let's just say, in 5 years' time in Lithuania, in your hometown, you don't have to wait 3 hours for your basic check,
yeah,
because your smart home can check you at home all day long.
Yeah, that would be super duper, yeah.
That is a potential future that we're heading towards just in 5 years' time.
Let's hope for that. So thank you, Maneesh. Thank you for being in our studio.
Thank you.